I promise that I have a very good reason for swatching my face like this. Hey everyone, my name is Ranita and I love getting into makeup tutorials and reviews, and today I'm really excited because I wanted to share these Electrum shades with you. Now I'm also a little bit nervous because I'm going to be doing this a little bit different. We are going to be swatching every single shade though, so if you'd like to go straight to those swatches, then click that in the chapters and take yourselves over there. However, I need to give you an update because I kind of am in a space right now where, to be honest, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to sit down and film this because I've been so stressed out this week. With the Hurricane Helen coming in and stuff, I've been tired, but I've also been really exhausted because honestly, I've just been a bit apprehensive about, I've never gone through a hurricane, right? This is my first time actually going through one. And when I'm that worried, I find it very hard to sleep. My brain overthinks. So for the past few days, I've really not been sleeping. And on top of that, my job, which is, being a therapist, that's a mental health therapist, involves me talking to people a lot. And I'm an introvert, so it's very difficult for me to spend so much mental energy talking to people and then come back, sit down and start doing a video and start talking to you. And, it just takes the energy out of me. And today I really struggled with sitting down here and actually just trying to do this review because I usually do my swatches on my eyes, and I've just had all these issues. And on top of that, if you're new here, you probably don't know that I have chronic rhinitis, which is a health concern. I'm sick every day. I sneeze every day without fail if I'm not managing it. I have to take supplements to manage this. There are some people who do steroids, every single day to manage all this kind of stuff. I have refused to do that because I just don't want to, but I found other ways to manage it. But it's just the fact that my system gets very irritated when I'm using certain eyeshadows and makeup and all of that. So I have all of these extra problems, that I think a lot of people don't have. If you don't have this issue, it's very easy to come here, sit down, do the reviews and go. But I have to go through all these extra steps to cleanse my system and to get all of this stuff out. And it really sucks because I love makeup, but it takes a toll mentally. So today I really was struggling with actually wanting to sit down and finish this. I was almost gonna cry because I was so stressed out. I was like, oh my god, I want to finish this because I know that Electrum has a pre-order, and it's I think it's ending today or something. They had a 1-week pre-order, and I was just tired Monday to Tuesday, just prepping for the hurricane, and then I had work, and it just builds up. It gets really hard. So that's basically where I've been mentally, just feeling very exhausted and drained and tired, and it gets to a point where you don't even enjoy what you're doing anymore. So anyway, coming to the positive stuff. My plan today is actually to swatch things differently. I am actually going to finish every single swatch in one go, and it's going to be all over my face. So my husband actually told me, because I was talking about this with him, he was like, just do the football thing and finish it off, yeah. So there are 13 shades here, and I'm going to be doing exactly that. And I have a big mirror, which I have just for this purpose, so it's over here, and I'm going to show you the swatches that way. And that's basically how it's going to have to be for this video. This is a completely new way of swatching for me. I hope that it's going to be helpful for you. Honestly, I'm trying my best, and it gets very difficult nowadays because previously when I was running the channel, I had a lot of free time. I wasn't working, and it certainly wasn't even when I was working, I actually started struggling a bit on the channel. But right now it's just completely different situation, and I have a lot of grief that I'm also dealing with from a lot of situations. So it's just too much. It's way too much. I need this to become fun again and relaxing and minimal effort while giving as much as I can give without burning out, essentially. So that's why I'm doing this one different, and I really hope that it goes well. So let's get into the swatches, okay? pretty funny, but I'm actually feeling a little scared because I have never swatched like this, but it's going to be interesting. So let's see how I go. Okay, so I've actually already kind of grouped everything together, so this is going to be in the same order as the arm swatches, and I hope that those were helpful. You can see how these are. So I'm going to start with the warm tones, and then I think with the cool tones we'll see how I can keep adding more colors to my face. But this is going to be fun. I'm going to aim for 8 colors on my cheeks, and I'm going to do like 1 swipe swatches like this so that we can get, you know, as many colors and finish it up. So I'm going to start with the very first shade, and that's going to be Lunar. So this is Lunar, and that's what it looks like. And Lunar has a what seems to be a really fascinating color. It's kind of like white, pink, peach. I kind of think there's a cool tone there. Like I'm seeing all kinds of things. So let's do that. Okay, so here we go. So this is Luna. You can see what that looks like. Okay, this is actually going to be pretty fun. So that's the first shade, and that's pretty fascinating. Yeah, like, because when I'm turning, you can't really see the shade. That is so freaking cool. And I think that this will work just fine. Let's go into the next one. That's going to be Equinox. So Equinox is kind of like orange, like this. And we're also going to go into like the Kaleidoscope shade, which is Moonscape. I remember that one because that one's not part of the bundle. So if you'd seen some of my Instagram stuff, the bundle is basically $180, $170. I'll put it on the screen because I've forgotten. But Moonscape's not part of the bundle because it's a completely different kind of shade. So let's go in with the next one, which is right there. Putting that here. Wow, this is a beautiful shade, and so fascinating as well. It kind of disappears when I turn. Can you see that? That is so cool. Now this over here is Moonscape, so I'm going to take that and put that here. It's a really beautiful shade, by the way, Moonscape, because it's just a mix of like all these different colors, and it's just so, like here it looks really silver, but I'm seeing in my mirror just like reds and everything else. Now bear in mind that Moonscape is a very special shade. It's very beautiful, and the way that you want to use it is not like you want to one swipe it to get the optimal effect. So this is not, you know, like how I would do it on my eyes. I would do like a one swipe technique with the shade because it's a kaleidoscope shade. So if you want to get all the different colors showing up on your eyes, you need to do one swipe and then one swipe, and that is the best way to do it. And I've done that with like Adept's shades that have like, you know, multiple colors in each pan and stuff. So that's why I'm telling you to do it that way. You'll find it a bit easier. Now I'm going to go in with a red shade called Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire is very beautiful, and I'm so excited to see how that's going to look as well. So let me just get some of that on my finger. This is so freaking gorgeous. Like honestly, this is a fall color, like definitely. So this is Ring of Fire, sitting so beautifully. Oh, I love Ring of Fire. And you know, I'm turning my cheek here, and I'm actually seeing, yeah, you can see that brown base that's coming through. That is just fascinating. It's beautiful. So yeah, you can see the different bases coming through as I turn my head like that, which is really awesome. And when I'm looking at my finger here, this looks like a beautiful sparkly shade. It's got so many shifts. It looks amazing on the eyes, without a doubt. It really does. It's just beautiful. I actually think that I'm going to do a look, probably not today because, you know, I just told you I'm exhausted, like exhausted beyond measure. But just looking at Ring of Fire, I have to add that into something, you know, because it's too special for me. Like I really am attracted to red shades and sparkly shades and stuff, and I just can't get enough of them. Okay, so next I have Moon Rocks. This is Moon Rocks. Kind of looks like a pink, purple, gold, green, seeing all those colors coming through, and really, really special. So I'm just going to dip my finger in. This is what it looks like. You can see that. Very, very shifty, very beautiful. And I'm going to put Moon Rocks here. You can see what that looks like. And that is fascinating because I'm looking at my cheek right now. So I've got like green, like orange, silver, red, and this is supposed to be like purple. But you can see what that looks like, right? It doesn't look like purple at all. It's looking more like orange. It's a very fiery kind of shade, so I'm just so fascinated that that's how it looks like. Now this, it does have a purple base because I just saw that come off on my finger. Now let's go to the next side because I think we've pretty much finished up all the space there. So I'm going with not Z, what am I saying? X Quick. Am I saying that right? Because I don't know how to pronounce this. It's X Quick. Like that's basically the name. So yeah, this one's a purple shade, very, very pretty as well. Completely different purple though. It's a bit more icy, like kind of like an icy pink kind of shade. I don't know why people like to make so much noise outside, but anyway, this is a really pretty shade. I love that. Okay, let's put this right. Oh my gosh, I love this. Electrum is, oh my goodness. I can't get enough of that. That is beautiful. It's like a pink going to like a purple, and it's kind of like translucent. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. Okay. And the base seems to be kind of like purpley. I would say that. Yeah. Next we have this shade here, Perigee. So Perigee is very special. Even when I was swatching it, I really loved it. I thought it was beautiful. It's got a lot of fascinating colors and shifts. So interested to see how this is going to look on my cheek, because arm swatches and face swatches can be different. So let me just get that on there. This is very sparkly, by the way, and I can feel like it's very smooth. So I'd say that here the base is different because you can kind of see that white coming through a bit more. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely like more white coming through, and it has more of like a pink to it than that X Quick shade. But there's definitely like a little bit of overlap of color because I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and this has like, Perigee has more of like a pink coming through, a very strong pink. This one kind of has like a baby pink. This one's kind of like more salmon pink coming through in terms of shift. Okay, so now I'm coming into Crystal Comet, which looks like that. Taking my finger and I'm dragging it downwards. This is the interesting the gold, gray, green. Oh my goodness, look at all the colors coming out here. This is beautiful. That's such a lovely shade for fall. I really do like that. I think it's gorgeous. And honestly, yeah, I know my face looks ridiculous right now, but I'm actually having fun with this. I think it's a lot less stressful than putting everything on my eyes. So maybe this is how I'm going to do everything now. Like, yeah, work smarter, not harder. It's kind of taking off the pressure a bit. Let me go to Apogee. So that's this over here. It is a gray, purple. Let's see how this one looks. The last space that I'm going to probably put shades on is my forehead, because that has a lot of space too. Okay, so this here is, oh, that's beautiful. I think this is one of the holochromes with Ring of Fire. Yeah, because this is a holochrome. So this is a true beautiful kind of silver with shifts, like pinks and everything. The holochromes are really special. This one has a green shift too. So I'm gonna bring, yeah, like you can see that this was a different shade though, but this was Moonscape. Moonscape is like a mixture, but this over here is a holochrome. Ring of Fire, which is this red, is also a holochrome. Okay, next I have a very smooth shade. This is Moonbeam. Moonbeam is very smooth and very beautiful, and I actually really love the shade because it's kind of like a silver transitioning into a green, like when I look at it on my finger and when I look at the shade in the pan. So let's get that one here. Oh my gosh. That is one hell of a smooth formula. I can say that to you right now. If you like smooth formulas, you need to check that one out. That is fantastic. Just look at my finger. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Love that. The base is almost, I think, white, because I'm barely getting any color from Moonbeam. Like barely anything when I'm, you know, kind of removing it from my finger. So now I'm gonna put it on my forehead, and then we'll do the swatches and see all of the shifts. So I have Sanguine here. Sanguine is a blue shade. It looks like that. And I'm going to put it over here. You can see what that looks like. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so Sanguine has a blue kind of shade, and yeah, this is probably the most fascinating way that I've ever swatched stuff. It's just interesting. I don't see as much of a shift on my forehead, but I think that if we get a mirror, let me get the mirror. I'm quite curious actually. Like, let me see. Yeah, you can kind of see a shift coming through there. Like, you can see like purple coming through. That's definitely interesting. And then on this side, if I bring my mirror here, you can see that. I have a bigger mirror, by the way, but you can definitely see like some shifts coming through. Yeah, there you go. So I'll hold up the bigger mirror, so this kind of does work, so I'm happy about that. I was a bit nervous. I was like, oh no, what if this does not work? So now I'm going in with the next shade. Now this one's a bit more green. It's called Orbit. Seems to have like a blue-purple shift, but I really love green shades, so seeing any kind of green is always fun for me. So I'm going to do that green on my forehead as well. I'm going to put that here. This one is Orbit. You can see how smooth the shade is too. I just want to mention that the only base I have on my face right now is my skincare, because I literally just finished a shower, and yeah, I always do my skincare after the shower because I want my skin to look nice, and it's important that I do that because I have combination skin. But yeah, you can see, so this is blue, that's green, but there definitely will be differences and shifts. Let me just get the last one, and then I'm going to hold up the mirror, and yeah, we'll see the final result. So this is the very final shade, and I'm so happy about this. I never thought that I would finish swatches this fast. So this is Earth Shine, which looks like that, and I love Earth Shine. It's honestly one of my favorite shades. If I had to pick, I'll give you my favorites. Okay, so this is Earth Shine. Oh, I love that. That's a beautiful green. Stunning. Crap, I love that green. I'm gonna have to do a look with this. I just can't get enough of green. So yeah, you can see the differences on my forehead. Even when I turn, you can see it kind of blends in, right? Like with my skin tone. That's so fascinating. Like so cool. Because it makes me wonder like about the bases. I think the bases are almost probably like a color that's like my skin tone, and I love that because it kind of makes me feel like, yeah, I could probably wear that to work, and it wouldn't be like a super obvious shade, because in my field, which is, you know, being a therapist, I don't want to wear something too obvious, and I've said that in multiple videos. Like, I'm really happy for everybody who gets to wear makeup, and you know, they can just go in and it's fine. But like for me, I don't want it to be like the focus, you know, because you know, people are coming in there for emotional support, not to stare at my eyes and get distracted by that or whatever. So anyway, I'm holding up the mirror, and let's see. I guess this is going to be like one of the new ways of me swatching. You can see that first shade over there kind of is going to a blue, green, pink, purple, and then the second one has kind of like gold, orange, greens, and then even these last two, if I come all the way like this, they have green in them. It's really cool. So yeah, shades like this, it really all comes down to the angle of light, and I like the fact though that I'm still able to capture the shifts this way. So yeah, lots of greens, blues, you can see that. And then of course on my forehead here, which I'm coming to, let's just move that and see. So there's kind of like purples coming through, different greens coming through, purples, blues. You can definitely see all of those colors coming through. It's very sparkly. Like, this collection is very sparkly, so I can honestly say that when I was trying to capture the shifts even on my arm, I was finding it very hard. But look at that, now you can see. Yeah, so it's gonna be like fascinating like this. Yeah, you can see like that beautiful blue coming through, like from that silver shade right there, and I love that color. I think it's gorgeous. And then there's all these other shades coming through from the other ones. So these shades are extremely shifty, and you can see like the difference, right, between Perigee and the other purple shade that was very similar, X-Quake, I think. Yeah, so they're very different, very different, because this one, the second shade that I had done, has a lot more shift. You can see that gold coming through over there, salmon pink, lots and lots of shifts here, so that's gorgeous. Alright, so let me just talk about some of my favorites and then I'm gonna let you go. So definitely a shorter video here, but you know, yeah, no choice. So let's get into the greens. I really love those two. So I love Earthshine, that's definitely a favorite. Absolutely love Moonscape. I cannot get enough of Ring of Fire. And I also really enjoyed what was this one? This was Moonbeam. I think those four were my favorites out of everything that I've seen here because I just love the way that they look on me. But I can say that the formula of these, it's just fantastic. They're very smooth and very nice, and I like them. Some of them have a little bit like bigger particles, like flake size, I would say, but the way they smooth out on your skin, it's good. So you shouldn't have like a problem with smoothing it out if that's what you want to do. So these are my favorites right over here. This one, that one, this one, and that, and it's basically the four that I mentioned: Moonscape, Ring of Fire, Moonshine, Moonbeam, Moonshine, I didn't mean to say that, yeah, and then Earthshine, yeah. So those would be my favorites. But honestly, when I'm looking at my face, I feel like they've really gone above and beyond with this collection. This is Perigee is also amazing. Perigee is this color here, and when I was holding up the mirror, you could see that that one had all kinds of shifts coming through. It was beautiful. So yeah, this is basically my swatch video for you, and I hope that it was helpful. I know this is very different from what I normally do, so I do hope it still helps someone, you know, because honestly I just feel a bit sad that, yeah, could not get into the eyes, and I still wanted to get it up by Friday night. So forgive me, this is what it is, and I will see you soon for another video after I am well rested. Like, at least that's what I hope, because I'm really tired today and I just wanted to get this up anyway. And I do hope that everybody who's been affected by you know, Hurricane Helen, I am going to be praying for you guys, and yeah, just hoping that things are okay, because a lot of people have been affected. I was very lucky that the hurricane passed over us in a way that was not it was scary. Like there was a moment where I heard a very loud bang, and then the wind got crazy and the trees outside, my plants fell over and stuff. We're on the second floor, so we knew that if there was flooding, we were kind of safe because, you know, we were on the second floor. But it was still a bit nerve-wracking because I've never gone through a hurricane. I lived in Malaysia, and there would be like tropical storms, but nothing as bad as a hurricane, you know, so there's never been any risk of danger. It's a very nice area now that I think of it. You know, I was very lucky to live in a country like that because of, like, weather-wise. Like, in other ways, Malaysia is not that like, there are some criticisms, but yeah, weather-wise, Malaysia is fantastic. It's good. So anyway, that's all I have for you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for seeing the updates. That's if you did, but I do hope this was helpful, and I wish you a safe weekend.